So you have read this right. There is a new LinkedIn feature. Now, I don't know how long this feature has been here. I saw it a few months back and then it kind of disappeared into the wind, and then all of a sudden it reappeared. For me, that is. And I think there are other people that are starting to notice this as well, and I'm really intrigued and really interested by this because I like testing all new features that pertain to the personal profile from the free LinkedIn account. I don't use Premium, Navigator, or Recruiter. I do support those that do. And I feel that this new LinkedIn feature, for some, it will be a huge benefit. For others, they may not need it or see it as a necessity, or even want to utilize it because it does come with a cost. And this new LinkedIn feature is post boosting from your personal profile. So yes, you can now boost posts from your personal profile. Now, you can't boost every post. You can boost some, and I'm going to go over what boosts you can post, what posts you can boost, the two different criteria of what you want to do as far as the end result that you're looking for, the investment that comes behind it, and if you can segment the audience at all. So if any of you have ever ventured into paid advertising, whether it's Facebook ads, Instagram ads, YouTube ads, paid advertising in some way, shape, or form. LinkedIn has advertising, but this is more of a newer feature, boosting LinkedIn posts from a personal profile. It now gives everyone the ability to get their personal brand out there. So I'm interested. So I'm going to be doing a split test, and I'm going to be walking you through this split test process. Now, if you're listening to this episode or training on the podcast, and if you're watching this on social, whether it be Facebook, YouTube, or LinkedIn, one of the best posts that you can boost are written text posts. So if you're struggling with getting really good, high quality text posts out there on LinkedIn that is getting decent engagement, that would then make it worth it your while to boost it to get more eyeballs. If you go to the description of the episode, if you're listening on the podcast, there is a link to download our free high impact post template for LinkedIn. It's 3 posts. 1 is a GPT, 2 are kind of plug and play, fill in the blank. So all you have to do is click on the link, download it, and use it. If you are watching on social, all you have to do is type the words high impact in the comments, and I will send you this resource that you can then use to see if it's going to be worth it for you to boost posts. Now, I would say for anyone that is in the, I would say, growth to scale stage of their business, meaning you're looking for more eyeballs, you're looking more of the right clientele to see your content, this might be a benefit to you. Now, there's certain criteria, and you can't see this, just to let you guys know. This feature, the post boosting, cannot be seen on the desktop or on the mobile app. It can only be seen on the desktop. So you can see, so as you scroll through your posts, you may see something appear above your post that will say something along the lines of promote this post to reach more professionals with a little boost button. So I've selected 2 posts that I am going to do a split test. So there was a post that I did based off of something that I saw on social media, on Instagram that is. Someone posted, you don't need a website, a sales page, or sales calls to create $1 million in your business. And I basically went on to say, this is one of the biggest lies being sold to business coaches and consultants. The truth, if you want a scalable and sustainable business, you need all three. So I went on and it got good engagement, 23 engagements, 25 comments, a repost. So what I can do is I can click on the little boost button on the top right, and it will then take me to a boost page. Now, when it's in beta, so this is something that is obviously not available to everyone, so you may not have this option, but if you do see this option, I at least wanted to do my due diligence and show you exactly what this looks like. So when you go to the boost page, it's going to have on there, promote this post to reach more professionals, amplify your key content to the right people to grow your views and engagement. Get started by specifying your goals, target audience duration, and budget. So there's a couple things that you can, there's a goal area, there's an audience, there's a budget, payment details, and then there's a forecasted results. So if I have two options. So as far as the forecasted result, it's going to tell you to calculate the forecast. Our system analyzes your campaign's bid, budget, targeting, start to end dates, and more. It then takes into account similar campaigns and advertisers. Finally, it simulates the ad auction to generate the number displayed here. So there's two options as far as your goals. What results do you want from your ad? Now, LinkedIn recommends more impressions. So this is reaching more people to see your stuff. And then there's a secondary one, more engagement. So increase your social engagement and profile followers. So if I have it on impressions, it will say 260 million plus. The average spend is $26 to $70. Impressions, 2,700 to 11,000. Results shown, reflected spend, and key results for 7 days. Forecasted results are directional estimates and do not guarantee performance. So that's if I want impressions. If I want more engagement, it will then say that engagements, right? Not impressions. Impressions is how many people it's being shown to. Engagements is people liking, commenting, resharing. It's still the same audience size. Spend and engagements would be 78 to 310. Now, you do get a preview of the ad. So there's a desktop and there's a mobile feed. So you can see what it will look like on mobile, and you can see what it will look like on desktop, which is pretty cool. Okay. Now, you can actually, it says audience. Who should see your ad? There's a suggested audience, right? And then there's create an audience. So for me and my wife, Nancy, we work with coaches, consultants, and service professionals. So I can create an audience. I can say, the United States. If I want to just stay in the US, I can also add Canada. So I'm going to add Canada. I can also add maybe the United Kingdom. I can also add Australia. And maybe I'll add, because we do have some clients in South Africa. Okay, so I can add these. Now, you can then do member age, job titles, seniorities, job functions, right? Company industries, which is really cool. So I'm going to go to professional coaching, professional training and coaching. And I can also do consulting, business consulting and services. I can do insurance. And I can also do financial services. Okay, so those are kind of like some of the main companies and industries that we work with. Okay, then there's job functions. So again, you can put, I can do consulting. And I don't think there is one for, so I can do job functions, consulting, job seniorities, member age. So you can add a member age. So you say, by checking the box to enable this field, I certify that I will not use LinkedIn to discriminate based on age or other protected characteristics. So again, I'm just going to leave that as is. You can avoid people with certain attributes. So locations, companies, industries, job titles, seniorities. So I'm just going to just leave it at this. And I am going to, so you can do the audience name, and I'm going to do first audience boost. I'm going to hit create. Okay. So I've created this. So you can see right here, it's now taken my audience size down to 1 million plus. So it significantly decreased the amount. The spend is still $26 to $70, and the engagements has now been brought down to 52 to 210. If I switch it to impressions, still 1,800 to 7,200. But let's leave it on engagements, right? So when you go to budget and schedule, okay, if I go to budget and schedule, which is the next step, how much do you want to spend? It'll say duration, how many, so a minimum budget of $10 per day is required. Your post will be boosted as an ad for 7 days and a spend no more than $70. But I could do this for, if I say 3 days. So your budget must be at least $70. So I'm going to say 3 days for $10. So you have to do a minimum of $10 per day. So your budget must be at least $30. Oh, there we go. So 3 days, $30. Okay. So I could even do a day. Oh, so this is good. The minimum that you can do is a 2-day boost. So I can do a 2-day boost of $10 per day. So you can do a minimum budget of $10 per day, minimum of 2 days. Now, to really kind of see the true value of if this is worth it or not, I like to do what is called a split test, meaning you pick 2 different posts to boost, pick 2 different outcomes. So one of the outcome could be more engagement, the other can be more impressions. Same duration and budget. So if I just want to do 7 days and $70, so that's my budget for this one. And I have my my custom audience boost. It's called the first audience boost. Okay. So profile language, English, location, United States, Canada, UK, Australia, and South Africa, industries, professional training, coaching, finance, insurance, and so on and so on. Job function, consulting. Okay. Now I can edit this and I can get rid of, if I wanted to just to show you guys the difference. And if you're listening to this, I can get rid of the job functions and just hit save. That's going to change the numbers. So that's actually going to take it from just 1 million people to 31 million. So, but again, Nancy and I work with people that are in coaching and consulting. So it's actually good to have the job function there. So I can go to consulting. I can select that. I can do education, customer success and support if I wanted to. There's community and social services. There's accounting, admin, art and design. Business development would also be good. Entrepreneurship, finance, healthcare, human resources, IT, legal, marketing, media and communications, operations, product management, program and project management, purchasing, quality assurance, real estate research, sales. So I'm going to include all of those. And now that's going to change and it's going to have 13 million. So now all I have to do is go to the very bottom and you're going to see a boost button. So again, right here, 7 days, $70. I can then, there's an area down here where by clicking boost, you agree to the LinkedIn ads agreement and advertising guidelines. So I can hit boost. And now we're reviewing your post for prime time. We're doing a quick review to make sure everything's set. Once it's ready to shine, we'll let you know. Okay. So that is set up there. Now, the other thing, so it'll tell you if you can or cannot boost a post. So it'll say right here, if you're going through your posts that you have published over the last week or so, it'll say something along the lines of, this post is not eligible to be boosted, with a little question mark. If you click on that bubble, it'll tell you that boosting is only available for text, single image, video, and article posts with public visibility. Groups and connection-only posts cannot be boosted. Now, what you mean by video, so I do some LinkedIn Lives. That is not eligible to be boosted. Static video, meaning you record a video and you upload it directly to LinkedIn. You do a short form video, you directly upload it to LinkedIn. Now, for me, I did an image text post for my first boost for engagement. My second one, I'm actually going to look to get more visibility and exposure with my LinkedIn newsletter. So you can boost LinkedIn newsletter editions. So I'm going to click boost next to the edition that I want to get more engagement or impressions. Now, I am going to do impressions for this one. And all I'm going to do is now, if I go to my suggested audience, so it still has the forecasted results. Now, when I created that first audience that I did for the first boosted post, it saved it. So there's a drop-down box that you can click where it says suggested audience, or if you click it, it'll say first audience boost, which is the one that I previously did for the other one. And you can see my target audience is 13 million. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave it on impressions, and I am going to leave the budget at 7 days, $10 a day. So right now I am doing this is called a split test. So I am willing to invest $140 total dollars on 2 posts, one an image text post and a newsletter edition, to see which one gets better derived results, whether it's more engagement or impressions, and if it's worth utilizing this new feature for LinkedIn, which is boosting your text-only posts, image text post, single image only, video, and newsletters. So all I can do is, again, I have the duration, 7 days, $70 total. I click boost, and it will say we're reviewing your post for prime time. View your post, and it can then take me to the post that and so it'll tell you, if you click on view the post that you boosted, it will say this post is currently boosted as an ad. So I really don't know where this is going to go, how it's going to be, but I wanted to bring this to all of your attention, whether you're listening on the podcast or you are watching on social. And I am going to do a part 2 of this to give you the end result of what happened from the 7-day boost on these 2 posts, one for engagement, one for impressions for more visibility, and to tell you, bottom line, if it's worth it for you to utilize this new LinkedIn feature, which is boosting posts from your personal profile. And lastly, again, if you want to get more engagement, where if you have the feature available to you since this is in beta, then please, you can download our free high impact post template for LinkedIn. It's 3 posts. So if you type high impact in the comments, I will send you the link where you can download it. If you're listening on the podcast, just go to the description. You will find the link there. Click it, download it, and it's yours. So I hope you found today's episode and training helpful, and maybe you're excited about this, maybe you're not. But for me, I am always willing to try something to see if it's worth it, if it's going to bring more business in, if it's going to give me more visibility, and if it's worth it in the end. It's something I will either recommend or not, and we will discuss that in the next week episode when I give you my 7-day report on this new feature. So have a great rest of your day. Love and gratitude, and I'll talk to you next time.